Hello everyone, in today's video, I'll show you how to create this delicious strawberry jam in Procreate. We'll paint together and I will guide you by sharing my favorite techniques to bring the strawberry jam to life. You can use any brush you like, but you can find the exact brushes and canvas in the description below. You can download the free sketch and the color palettes there as well. For today's demonstration, I'll be using the mid-texture canvas. I have already imported my sketch here, which is going to be underneath the watercolor texture canvas effect. And we're going to create a new layer. And we're going to drag that layer at the most bottom layer and start from the painting underneath the sketch. And these are the color palettes for you to follow along. And we'll start with this red tone color. And we're going to fill out the larger parts and then the top and the small details later on. I'm going to layer in light, mid, and dark tones because it will give the jam a lot more richness and depth. And we'll start off with using the wet on dry brush. And starting from the bottom, we're going to layer them on top of each other, like this. And pick the second tone color that's going to be a little bit darker than the red that we had before. And we're going to stack them up like bricks. Another darker tone of the red. And rather than just filling out the bottom, I'm going to focus on outlining the top because the top is going to have a lot more details in the grooves of the jam cover. So outline the corners in the outer area, and then we're going to fill in the centers. And now we're going to pick this light tan tone color to fill on the top of the cherry jam cover. Again, focusing on the outlines in one simple stroke. And then we're going to fill in the center. Once we're done that, we can create a new layer and pick this darker tone of the tan color. And now focusing on the right because the light is going to be coming from the left side. Creating some shadows and also some value here to make the painting pop out. Since the top is going to feather out with lots of grooves, we're going to cast some shadows and values between them, just like this. And now we're going to create a new layer again, and we're going to pick this brown tone color and pick the rough brush and paint the string covering the jar of the top. And now we're going to pick another darker tone color of that brown and create some value and depth by going over it, focusing on the right, and casting some shadows on the right like this. Now we're going to go back to the main jar that we had and mix in the colors to give that natural gradient change of colors. Make sure we click on that tone that we have. And we're going to use the regular blender to keep the size to around 60% and 100% opacity. And we're just going to drag and pull down just like this, mixing in the colors. And now we're going to continue using the moving blender now. And we're just going to simply blend in the tone colors of the two tones like this. Now we're going to create some designs on the top of the cover of the strawberry jam. Pick the salmon color of the pink. And we're going to use the hard edge brush, keeping the opacity at 100% and 30% size. And we're going from right to left, just like this, following along the sketch. And we're going to do the same things going down the stripes, just like this. And if you're enjoying these tutorials, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel where you'll be notified when new videos are released. Now to add the waves in the cloth, because it folds, creating natural shadows and light, we're also not forgetting about the stripes of the designs. It's a lot easier for you to follow along because I have the sketch, but if you want to create them, just go along, up and down, with the motion of the bottom pieces. And we're going to make sure we're going to create some shadows and dark depth tone colors at the bottom of the grooves to create that wavy look. Now going back to the main jar at the bottom here, now we're going to erase the center here so we can create our design. So we could reduce the opacity to around 50%, and now we have a better visual of where we can erase using the sketch. So using the fine line brush from the eraser tool, and we're going to erase it just like this, outlining the area and erasing in the center. Now go back using the wet on dry brush, and now we're going to create a new layer. And now we're going to use the red tone color to make a little circle of the strawberry here. And now pick this darker tone to create an outer layer of that strawberry to make that strawberry pop even more, to have natural change of depth and values here. And we can quickly use the moving blender, keeping around 15% and just blend in those two tone colors. But as you can see, it will give a natural contrast and value of that strawberry. Now we can pick this green tone color, use the fine line brush to paint in the top of the strawberry like this. Continuing on, using this yellow tone color that's a little bit bright on the white side and filling in the seeds of the strawberry. And moving on, we're going to pick this gray tone color and fill in the strawberry right in like this. You can change the lettering yourself, but I like to keep it simple, fun, and carefree. We're going to continue using that same yellow tone color that we used for the strawberry and pick the wet on dry brush and create this outline around the sticker here. And again, we can increase the opacity again to back to where we were before. Now we're going to create a new layer, and we're going to put the layer at the most bottom using the wet on dry brush, and we're going to pick this light blue tone color to create this nice jar look surrounding the jar of the jam. Now to create this watercolor stain look, we're going to create a new layer on the top of the layers that we have. Pick this red tone color, and we're going to reduce the opacity to around 40%. And as you can see, it's going to create this hard edge effect, maintaining more of a transparent center as we go along the darker side, almost like it's dripping down from the jar. The top of the jar will have a lot more darker tone color because it's covered, while the bottom is going to have a lighter tone from the light reflections from the surface at the bottom here. And we're going to continuing on, changing the tone colors to lighter tones as we go down towards the bottom of the jar. And we could also do the same thing, picking a darker tone, keeping the opacity to around 40%, and creating some of that watercolor stain looks surrounding the strawberry like this. But since the light's coming from the left, I also want the strawberry to have a lighter tone on the left, and the right side is going to be a bit more darker. Now going to the top of the jar, we're going to pick that same tone color that we use for the lighter tone of the tan color on the top of the cover, and we're going to paint just like this, focusing on the right, creating some value, just like this. To make this jar glow with some shine, we're going to add some light reflections. So create a new layer on the top of the layers that we have and use the white tone color, use the gouache brush, and keeping the opacity to around 50% and around 50% size. And we're going to focus on the left again, since the light's coming from the left. A lot more light reflections at the bottom, and just sporadically putting it around slightly on the right as well, since the light will reflect there, just like this. And to make it more cohesive, we're going to create some shadows now. We're going to create a new layer on the top of the layers that we have, and pick this blue tone color, and we're going to use the wet on dry brush with the opacity to around 30%. And like I said before, light's coming from the left, so more shadows are going to be casted on the right side. And we're going to continue making waves a bit more prominent by focusing on areas where there will be grooves and shadows casting between folding of the cloth to give that wavy look. And we're going to use the moving blender, and we're going to blend in this slightly the tone colors. And now we're going to blend in the colors of the shadows to make it look a lot more natural. And like I said before, we're going to paint the insides of the grooves of the waves. So use the wet on dry brush and pick this darker tone color of the dark blue. And we're going to paint the insides of the bottom here to give that depth look. That is almost like we're looking underneath the grooves, underneath the jam. Keeping the same tone, continuing on to using the wet on dry brush, we're going to cast a shadow underneath the cloth here, just like this. Around 30%, just like this, we're going to paint it. Since light will pass through, some of the colors will spill into the shadow. And to create this effect, we're going to use the wet on dry brush, use the tone color that we have used before of the red tone, keeping the opacity to around 65% and casting a shadow going towards the right as the light reflection is hitting us from the left. And once we put that tone color, we're going to use this dark blue tone color, keeping the opacity to around 40 to 50% and going around the tone color that we just put in. From there, we're going to use the regular blender and we're going to drag out and make the spilling of the shadows come out just a bit more, keeping the opacity at 100% and size to around 35%. We're going to drag out some of the tone colors and also push in the blue tone colors, giving a natural watercolor stain look like this. Now to give this nice jam a sparkling effect, we're going to create a new layer on top of the most bottom layer that we have of the jam. And we're going to use a clipping mask and use the white tone color. Using the Epic Splash Brush, keeping the size to around 1% and 100% opacity. We're going to just sprinkle them around just like this. By clipping the mask, we're keeping all of our paintings on that layer on top of the jam, just like this. And just like that, we have created a strawberry jam illustration on your iPad. You can easily print them out with the canvas effect already included to give a natural looking, rough textured color canvas, just like this. And you can make fun cards. These little jam jar illustrations are perfect for painting practice, but also you can turn them into greeting cards, seasonal gifts, or a little bit of a recipe card. The possibilities are endless. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to continue painting with me, click on the next video and I'll see you there.